have with us today two very important guests who have traveled a great distance to be with us and share their stories. You already had a brief introduction to Eucabeth, but it's an honor for me to introduce her formally. Eucabeth Oyiengo is a midwife in the Simiyu region in Tanzania. She works at a health dispensary, which is a small facility with usually just one birthing bed or birthing room that may have several beds within it that serves a very rural population. She attended the emergency skills training that's delivered by the Midwives Save Lives project in October of 2017 and thus was able to save Celina's life there. And she's been practicing midwifery for the past 5 years. Please welcome Eucabeth.
I work in a small health center with 3 other fellow midwives and a doctor in Simiyu province, which is in the north of Tanzania near Lake Victoria. I grew up in Mara, which is not far away from where I work. I am a member of Tanzania Midwife Association, also known as TAMA. TAMA is the National Professional Association of Registered Midwives in Tanzania. It is a civil society organization with the branches across the country with more than 4,000 active members. TAMA advocates for policies to ensure that all pregnant and childbearing women and newborns have access to quality midwifery care from competent midwives. They work to advance the profession of midwifery to enhance women's reproductive health and reduce maternal and neonatal death rates. In Tanzania, only 64% of births are attended by professional, that is doctors and midwives. Unfortunately, the maternal death rate in the country is very high. 556 women die in every 100,000 births in a year. The infant death is also very high. 25 infants die in every 1,000 births in a year. 3 years ago, I saw a mother die due to hemorrhage, leaving behind 6 children. That was so painful to my community, more especially because the death was something that is preventable. I attended the midwifery skill training last September for 5 days. During this training, I learned skill for how to save lives of mothers and babies. We focused on how to prevent postpartum hemorrhage, how to manage eclampsia and pre-eclampsia, how to deliver breech babies and babies with shoulder dystocia, and how to resuscitate newborns. I had learned many of these skills during my education as a midwife. However, the training brought me new skills and helped me reduce the number of referrals that I need to send to the hospital. I now can manage so many more obstetric emergencies than I was able to do before, because I had the time to practice the skills during the training. I also took time when I returned to my health center to train the other 3 midwives that I work with so that we can all benefit from this knowledge. The Midwives Save Lives project, generously funded by the Canadian government, supported me take this training in emergency skills. This project is training 460 midwives in emergency skills and respectful maternity care in Tanzania. Through the project, midwives will also be trained to be able to mentor other midwives and health workers. In Simiyu, we have already seen a big difference. Since we started MES training, maternal death rate has reduced by 10% in just 1 year. We have also seen an increase in people that are seeking reproductive health care services because they now know that they will find quality services. And we know that costs have been reduced as well because there have been fewer referrals than before. Let me tell you a story. Last year in November, a woman came to our clinic. She had a home delivery, but unfortunately the placenta did not come out. She knew there was a problem, so she came to the health center. Before I received MES training, I would refer all the 10 placenta cases to the district hospital. A few years ago, a woman with retained placenta died on the way to the hospital during referral, but this time round it was different. We placed the woman on the bed, started infusions, IV infusions. I put on my gynecological gloves and I followed the umbilical, went searching for the placenta inside the mother's uterus. Finally, I found the placenta and I peeled it off slowly, and I was able to peel the whole placenta and hold it in my arms, and then I removed it completely from the woman. After that, I palpated the uterus to make sure that there was no other twin. I then gave the woman oxytocin to prevent bleeding. After 2 hours, bleeding completely stopped and the woman was fine. She had been scared when she came to the dispensary because she knew that she might not survive. This was her 5th baby. And afterwards, she asked me my name and she named her daughter Eucabeth. She is now 5 months and doing well. Without having been trained to manage this emergency, I don't know what would have happened to this mother. On behalf of the Tanzania Midwife Association, I would like to say thank you so much to the Government of Canada, Cuso International, and the Canadian Midwife Association for supporting the Midwives Save Lives project, and I call upon them to continue to support the scaling up of training midwives in Tanzania and other countries. The Simiyu region has greatly benefited from this project, and I hope that all region and all midwives in Tanzania can benefit from this training too. Thank you. Asanteni.